What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Kangaroo Black coming back once again with a game preview and score prediction. The Florida Gators versus the Georgia Bulldogs, and this game will have an impact on who will represent the East, in the SEC championship game. But let's go ahead and get right on into it and start out talking about these Florida Gators. All right, they coming into this game at 5-2, 3-1 in the conference. They lost to Utah the first game, and they got a conference loss to Kentucky, in which Kentucky ran up and down the field on them to the tune of about 308 yards. But they have reeled off 2 wins in a row after that Kentucky loss, although it's against South Carolina and Vanderbilt, 2 bottom of the barrel teams in the SEC East, I might add. But anyway, we'll see if they got that run defense fixed against the Georgia Bulldogs, because they're going to need to have it fixed in this game. I can tell you that. But anyway, this Florida Gator offense ran by Graham Mertz is coming into this game averaging 421 yards per game, 280 yards passing, 141 yards rushing. All right, will they gain 421 yards or meet their average against the Georgia Bulldogs? It might be some tough sledding. I'm going to tell you right now, Florida Gators. But anyway, their defense is giving up 312 yards, 187 passing, and 124 rushing. That's not too bad. Will they give up that many against these Georgia Bulldogs? I expect them to. I'm going to just put it that way. Maybe more. But anyway, so their defense is giving up. Their offense is averaging 109 yards more than what the defense is giving up. That's a recipe for winning, but like I said, it's going to be tough sledding against the Georgia Bulldogs. All right, quarterback Graham Mertz has thrown for basically 1,900 yards. He's at 1,897 yards. So 1,900 yards, 12 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Those are not bad numbers. But Graham Mertz have games where he don't look the part. And then again, he'll come out and have a great game. So you never know what you're going to get from Graham Mertz. I'm going to just put it that way. All right. As far as their running backs, Montrell Johnson, 438 yards and 4 touchdowns on the ground. He also got 128 yards passing and a touchdown for a total of 5 touchdowns. Then you got Trevor Etienne, 407 yards, 3 touchdowns. And then Graham Mertz, he done scored 2 touchdowns on the ground. So you got Trevor Webb, he done scored 2 touchdowns on the ground, only 146 yards though, but it's all right. As far as their passing game, Ricky Parcell is their go-to receiver. He will be in the NFL. So, Ricky Parcell, 619 yards, 4 touchdowns. Do I expect him to, have 100 receiving yards against the Georgia Bulldogs? It's possible. I think it's possible. And maybe a couple of touchdowns. Well, I'll give him 1. I'll just put it that way. Because like I said, it's going to be hard for these Florida Gators. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's keep it moving. Then you got Brandon Ham, 205 yards, 4 touchdowns, okay? Everybody else, all the other receivers, only got 1 touchdown. Like I said, Ricky Parcell is the main guy. Defensively, they only got 1 interception. That is 2 interceptions. That is terrible, because guess what? You going into game 9 or game 8 because they coming off a bye. So they only got 3 turnovers on the season defensively. That is freaking terrible, okay? Oh, man. But anyway, this defense is going to have a hard damn time. But they got 2, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 sacks on the season. That's not good either. You're going in there, like I said, game 8, you're going in and with only 11 sacks. That's not too good. At least you're getting basically 1.5 sack per game. You're gonna need more than that, man. You're gonna need some tackles for loss in this game, even though your tackles for loss rate don't look good. That's 9, 10, 16, 18, 19, 22, 24, 25, 27, 29, 30. So you got about 35 tackles for loss. You know, everybody else out and counted up, they got basically 40 and over. And that was before week 9. So this damn Florida defense, y'all got your work cut out for you. I'm gonna tell you that now. Georgia, they got some injuries, but you know, I think they can still handle this Florida defense. I know y'all already think you know who I'm going with this. But anyway, let's talk about these Georgia Bulldogs, #1 team in the country, man, back to back. They reeled off what, 24 straight wins, I believe, 24, 25. So they on a real daggone winning streak. Can the Florida Gators break this winning streak? You know, it is what it is. They playing on a neutral site. I believe it's in Jacksonville. So, hey, nobody got a home field advantage, really. Hopefully they sold the daggone tickets evenly. But Georgia Bulldogs coming into this game 7-0, baby. 4-0 in the conference, baby. They reeling off these wins. But they got a key injury. Everybody know about that. But this Georgia Bulldog offense coming into this game averaging 509 yards per game. That's way more than 509 yards. So they averaging about 90 yards, few more yards more than about 100 yards more than them damn Florida Gators, who Florida is averaging 412. So a little under, about 88 yards more. But hey, it is what it is. But 509 yards they averaging per game. 337 yards passing, 172 yards rushing. That's a real damn offense right there. Even though at the beginning of the season, their offense was stumbling and bumbling, getting off to these slow starts. And, but in the second half, they always ramped it up and found a way to win. They found a way to win against a tough opponent, Auburn. I think Auburn is the only team that have given these Georgia Bulldogs a challenge, even though Georgia would come out slow in the first half and struggle. South Carolina was ahead. They went into halftime up by 10 damn points. But the second half, Georgia found a way to win, and I think they beat them by 10 points. 24-14, I believe. So, hey, it is what it is, man. That's what champions do. They find a way to win. They can start slow, and they groove during the game, and then they become unstoppable. That's just what they do, okay? Until they meet my Alabama Crimson Tide. Just throw that in there. But anyway, 509 yards of offense. Like I say, 337 passing, 172 rushing. And guess what this? The defense is only giving up 262 yards per game. Oh, my goodness. 171 yards passing and 91 yards rushing. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. But anyway, the offense is averaging 246 yards more than what the defense is giving up. It'll be hard for any team to beat a team with these numbers. I mean, any team. That is crazy. That is crazy. Basically, averaging 250 more yards of offense than what the defense is giving up. That's damn crazy. But anyway, let's move on to quarterback Carson Beck. 2,147 yards, 12 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. Okay, Graham Mertz got the better numbers as far as the interception rate. Okay, I think they got the same amount of touchdowns. Who is the better quarterback? Remains to be seen. Okay, so I'm going to just leave it at that. Anyway, they getting healthy in this running back game. I mean, in the running game, they getting better than what they was to start the season. Dejon Edwards, 460 yards. The main guy, 6 touchdowns. All right, and they got Kendall Milton. Then came back. He looked damn good against Vanderbilt. I can tell you that. 196 yards, 3 touchdowns. Okay. Then you got Carson Beck, who got 3 touchdowns on the ground. Dylan Bell, 2 touchdowns on the ground. You know, he's a wide receiver, but they put him at the running back position because they needed to. I was thinking maybe they need to convert him over to a damn running back because guess what? He's a damn good one, in my opinion. You got Cash Jones. He don't see the field too much, but he got 2 touchdowns. Then you got Roderick Robinson, 2 touchdowns. Matter of fact, Roderick Robinson and Keldon Milton, they are not 100%. So we'll see how they work out. But they look good against Tennessee. I know Keldon Milton did. So, hey, maybe Keldon Milton can do the same in this game that he did against Vanderbilt. Then you got Andrew Paul. I ain't even know who the hell he was when he got in the game when I heard his name. But he got a damn touchdown on the ground. All right. Savion Clark. Everybody scoring. He got a touchdown on the damn ground. You know, Brock Bowers, he got a touchdown on the ground. But I ain't going to talk about Brock Bowers because Brock Bowers will not be playing in this game. But let me say a little bit about him. Will this Georgia offense be hindered because of no Brock Bowers? That remains to be seen because you know Brock Bowers is their leading receiver, and Brock Bowers has scored much more touchdowns in the passing game than anybody else. So will they miss him? I want to see how what's his name, offensive coordinator is going to daggone Mike Bobo is going to call this game with no Brock Bowers. Will he call it the same or will he change up some things? All right. Tight end Oscar Depp. I believe he's the next man on the list. Can he perform like Brock Bowers? I seriously doubt it because Brock Bowers is a different athlete. Oscar Depp is big too, but I don't believe he can do what Brock Bowers can do. I don't believe no other tight end in the country can do what Brock Bowers do and bring to a team what Brock Bowers bring to the Georgia Bulldogs. So I think Georgia without Brock Bowers is a big loss. Not loss, but loss. It's a big loss. So we'll see how that affect this Georgia Bulldog offense and the play calling of Mike Bobo. But anyway, let's keep on going. All right, this passing game. Okay, you got Rosemary Jack Saint, 333 yards, 2 touchdowns. Dominique Levitt, 282, 1 touchdown. Ra Thomas, 256, 1 touchdown. Oscar Depp, like I mentioned, he got 160 yards and 2 touchdowns. Aaron Smith only got 1 touchdown. I don't know if Aaron Smith is injured or he got lingering injuries. I don't know what's going on with him. Malik Muse, 120 yards and a touchdown. He's basically their kick return guy and shit like that. And then you get, so they got several guys who can get in the end zone in several different ways. But I want to know if they're going to use Oscar Depp like they use Brock Bowers. Okay, because Brock Bowers can line up at any position as far as the tight end, the wide receiver, the running back. He can run the ball. He can catch the ball. So Brock Bowers is just a different kind of animal. But anyway, as far as Lad McConkey, he looked good against Vandy. You know, he was injured. He's been injured, and so he probably still got some lingering issues from. I don't know the extent of his injury, but he probably. I don't think he's 100%. I'll just put it that way. I don't think Lad McConkey is 100%, but he got 107 yards on the season, no touchdowns. But I think Lad McConkey can come through in the clutch if you need him to. I think so. But anyway, it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. I just don't feel like the Florida Gators can match up with the Georgia Bulldogs, even without Brock Bowers. But I tell you what, with Brock Bowers being out, this Florida Gators defense will be able to focus on everybody on the field and don't just dedicate to Brock Bowers. Because I think that's what a lot of teams do. Dedicate more attention to Brock Bowers than they do anybody else. Because guess what? When Brock Bowers is on the field, he's the most dangerous guy on the field. All right? He's harder for any defense to stop than anybody else on the Georgia Bulldog team. So I think, you know, that department, the Florida Gators defense will have an advantage. Would an advantage be big enough to bring them a win? Hell no, I don't think so. So that just brings me to my score prediction, in which the Georgia Bulldogs will win this game. And I'm going to have the score. The Georgia Bulldogs, they can still put points on the board. Yes, they can. The Georgia Bulldogs, I'm going to give the Georgia Bulldogs 41. And I'm going to give these Florida Gators, I'm going to give Graham Mertz the benefit of the doubt and get him 27. 41-27. Because I'm giving Graham Mertz the benefit of the doubt. Now, do I really believe that Florida going to score 27? No, I don't. But I'm going to go with my answer. Georgia Bulldogs 41. Georgia Bulldogs 41. The Florida Gators 27. Roll damn Tide.